Hello everyone and welcome back to Heckna. Last we left our newly formed party. They found their way into the Revelia through mysterious means, were welcomed in, found their red tickets to spend, and immediately made way to playing games, being tricked, dealing with some interesting encounters before finding their way towards the Hostel, which I will describe once more as a two-story inn made of mismatched wood, hastily constructed. Let me put on its music. Hastily constructed to form a narrow building that leans slightly to the right. Embedded on the building's facade are windows of various shapes and sizes. There's a hot pink door that is covered in half-eaten candy and gum, and a record of thousands upon thousands of revelers sticking their gum to the peeling wood. Above the door is a flickering neon sign illuminating only the ME and the word welcome. To the left of the building is a wooden sign reading Hostel, Hostile, in large red letters, but there is a line through the word, and instead, Hostel has been hastily scrawled beneath it. As you can hear faint sounds of shouting and commotion spilling inside from the slightly opened door before you, as you all stand outside the building currently.
Well, here goes nothing. And I go to the door.
Alright. You go to the door and walk in.
Yep.
You
Yep.
walk in.
Is the place actually called the Hostel, or is it just like the name crossed out?
It is... You can presume that it is actually called that.
Right.
Just due to the misspelling, you know, it's the double... Like, the double naming of it. Let's see, you guys are down here.
I just wanted to know from my notes. I need to know if I cared.
As you walk in to this dim lobby, lit by sconces turned to their lowest setting, purple velvet carpeted floor covered in smashed candy and remnants of costumes left behind by former residents hit your feet. Behind a wooden counter is a marionette with a white ceramic face and short dark hair that curls under her chin. You see the marionette clutches her hand and cries out, "Oh, please, make it stop! I can't take in any more guests until you make it stop!" As she kind of flails about, knocking some things off the counter, such as a book and some other pieces of candy, as you hear shrieks and howls echoing from somewhere else in the hostel. "Help! I can't get out of here!" You hear shouted, followed by a pounding sound.
Honestly, I think we should go find a hay pile to sleep in. Or a trash can to eat out of.
Do you think that's going to be better?
Maybe.
Is this... I can't see that. Is that the marionette thing?
Yes.
We just got here. Like, aren't you even a little bit curious? And I point to her. Let's at least see if we can like get enough out of it to sneak a key to a room or something.
I suppose it's worth checking out.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep on a pile of hay.
Hey,
I'll walk
hay's
up.
pretty comfy.
Ugh. I walk out, walk up. And is there like a bell or something? I don't know how much attention she's paying.
Yeah, you ding a little bell, and the marionette like face goes up, pipes up to see your group, and immediately kind of goes into this customer service type thing, like oh, hello, welcome to the hostel. Did I ask your name yet? I did. Oh, where was it again? Oh, I'll write it down this time. Can you spell that for me? As she's frantically looking on the tabletop for her book.
No, we just arrived. You haven't taken our names yet.
Oh, good. Then I didn't forget. Wonderful.
Rooms for 5? 5 beds? I'm not certain how things work in this establishment.
I can give you rooms, but I don't think anything will be able to rest until the dang old shouting stops. She kind of looks at your group again. If you can help get rid of it, I can give you multiple nights rest here for free and a 50% discount on any future stays.
I popped out of the headset for a second. Do we hear these screams?
You would hear you definitely heard the initial scream of "Someone please help!"
Okay, that was okay. Yeah, we heard that too. What is it? Before we just say, yeah, we'll help?
I'm not entirely sure. I suspect that the hostel might be haunted. On account of that disembodied voice echoing throughout the building. But I haven't had any time to truly investigate, as I have to stay here working.
I look over at Kreg. Like a silent, what do you think?
I'll just kind of give like a nonchalant shrug, like I don't really care either way at this point. Craig's pretty unbothered.
Turn back and
we can look for ghosts. So. Cheap rooms are nice. I could deal with the noises. I have siblings, or I had siblings, so this noise is nothing. Doesn't bother me none. But if it'll help the rest of y'all sleep, we can definitely check it out.
I turn back to the receptionist. I suppose we'll do it. Cheaper lodging is cheaper lodging.
Oh, good. Then you'll be needing these. And she kind of reaches down behind the countertop and pulls out a box and puts it in front of you. Inside the box, you see it is filled with a bunch of random, just mismatched items. And she says, these are the keys to the various rooms here in the hostel. You should investigate all of them for the source of the problem. And please stop the noise at any cost necessary.
We can just go into anyone's room here?
Yes.
Just walk on in. No knocking. Just turn the door or put the key in and go.
Well, the only room that I know is in use right now is room 9. Though I can't necessarily recall where room 9 is. Interesting.
Do you recall who's staying there?
You see her put her head over the countertop and sees her logbook on the floor and says, can you get that for me, please? Points to it on the floor.
Yeah. I reach down and place it on the table. Counter.
She flips through it, and you can see Rin in it. This is like a guest book. Rin in it, you see only names. There are no names noted next to any of the rooms. But you do see guest 1 written down and guest A written down. And she says, that must be a mistake. I only remember there being 1 guest. I guess they could be in room 9, though I doubt it. Room 9 is quite small and portable. I guess I must have misplaced it.
Misplaced room 9?
Yes. That seems to be the case.
How do you lose a whole room?
Well, there's always so much work to do, and everyone needs help. You get busy. You misplace things.
Okay, well, do you know anything about this voice? Like, is it usually saying specific things? Is it random? Is it just yelling?
I think
Is
he's
it
here
many
to try and bring down my well-earned reviews here at the hostel. I fear that the constant cries are going to make Heckna think that we're giving guests a bad time, but that's not true.
Well, if he's in charge here, why isn't Heckna more bothered by this? Surely that's something he would want to put a stop to if it's going to drag down your reviews and his reviews.
Oh, silly, Heckna has much more important things to do than come here. I just hope word doesn't get back to him. Which is why you lovely people will take care of this, right?
I suppose, looking at, and I just dart my eyes to the other two real quick. Well, off to search rooms, I guess.
After we check all these rooms out, we want our pick of the lot, though.
Kind of just nods her head, and Callimar walks up and says, well, you guys check out the rooms. Me and Fiametta here will speak with the marionette and see if we can't get anything more out of her.
Sounds like a plan.
Some advanced interrogation. I gotcha.
All right, well, where do we want to start?
You do see a curtain here, which seemingly leads to a hallway.
Gotcha. I'll see what's behind this door, though.
That's your entryway. That's where you came in.
Very interesting door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
I can't see.
Trying to move
I
everyone
can say.
to the other side.
Whoa.
All right, well, just work our way down the hall, I guess.
May as well.
Alright.
Oh. Let me in.
So, as you get to that door, There are several things in this box of keys that you were given. I assume you just go down the list of them until you get one to work, but I will tell you, in the box that you were given, that you were told are keys to the rooms, you are given, one of them looks like a gray space helmet. Another is a rattling noisemaker. Another is a selection of blue and yellow tickets, enough for each of your party members. Blue and yellow tickets. Another is a live garter snake.
Oh, he's friend.
There is a lever with an anchor stamped on it.
I love snakes.
There's an axe. And lastly, a brass key. Well, that says an X, not an axe. Whatever.
Close enough.
Oh my god, you bitch, how'd you get in here?
Get out of my box.
If you just go down the list trying
Didn't
the
you
different
ruin enough?
keys, you get to this door, and you see that it is outlined with light bulbs, and above a window on this door is an on-air sign that lights up as you approach.
I'm gonna grab the rattle noisemaker and just start shaking the hell out of it and say, "Let us in, let us in." Attempting to disrupt their programming. They're on air, I assume, right? Like they're doing something. Would I have like a reference what on air means, like in this universe? Like, does it mean the same thing? Before I just go with my knowledge.
Give me a history.
Okay. I actually think I'm pretty smart, so.
Yeah, you get the gist that on air means, on air.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
like,
then I'm gonna
like
grab
a live
the
like a live show, not
Right.
a wizard walking on air.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna proceed with my original plan of grabbing the rattle or the noisemaker.
You grab the rattle noisemaker and begin shaking it, but nothing seems to change in the door.
Well, we could always hack it down with the axe.
I'm just gonna try the key.
You try the brass key, but there is no doorknob or lock to unlock what's in this door.
Son of a bitch.
Is there a
is
slot
there-
for a lever?
There's a
Okay.
window in the door. Like, one of those, like, bolted windows that you pull open, like in, like, a speakeasy.
Oh, can I pull it open?
Or, like, I guess, like a jail cell, almost. You see that there is no, like, little bolt to pull it open on this side, but there is, like, a receptacle for accepting something.
I'm gonna slide the snake in.
You slide the snake in, and it slides right back into the box.
We can still try hacking the door down with an axe.
Yep.
And I'm gonna grab the axe and swing at the door.
Oh my gosh.
This is the fun thing of getting multiple items and told they can all possibly work. You grab the axe.
Look at Vivien and was like, the door's wood. Look away.
Yeah. You you grab the axe and go to swing on the door. And as you swing, your axe kind of just bounces off of the door and leaves no damage.
Man.
Oh no, let's try the next door.
Wait! I want to try a blue ticket. A singular blue ticket.
You put down a singular blue ticket. And it seems to glow.
I hand the other 2 blue tickets. Here. It probably needs to be by your hand.
I'll place down a ticket as well.
Correct.
So will I.
Kreg and Vivien, the 2 of you, place down tickets, and they both glow, and as they glow, you hear a latch unlock, open the window, and you see a disembodied hand crawl through, grab the tickets, and then open the door for you. Or unlock, you hear the locks unlock as the door opens for you. And
What's going on here?
as you walk in, you see this room is set up like a small set with two chairs placed atop a red rug with a bright spotlight above. There are small rows of empty chairs set up to seat an audience. And you see standing at the stage is a figure dressed in a flashy, unlike the token, ignore the token, is dressed in a flashy sequined suit of armor with a red bulging clown nose. You see the background of the stage. There's a fancy framed poster of Heckna, and being the first one to place the blue token, they point at you, Mathew, and like set up their stage as they shout out to you. You there! You are the star of my show today. Come on up!
Alright. I'll walk up.
Vivien
And-
sit in front row.
Front row seats. They do that, like early, 1990s talk show thing. They're holding one of those, long microphones in their hand, and they're doing the, routine, is this your first time here? What brings you to the Revelio? Blah, 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 blah. The usual, routine. And for Vivien and Kreg, can you guys give me perception checks, please?
I'm also about to DM you something.
Sure. Kreg, you,
Lame.
you are just busy watching the show. But Vivien, you notice there's a screen behind this figure and Mathew on the back wall of the stage that is occasionally cutting from the interview, quote-unquote interview, to back outside the Revelia, and you're able to notice that this current interview is being live streamed and broadcasted to the rest of the carnival.
Oh, jeez.
So did he actually ask me that? Waiting for a response?
No, he's just doing like a spiel, but he does take the microphone and begin asking you questions as he says, as always, with newcomers to Laird Bubble of Squeak's game show, we ask you a couple of questions, and we let our audience decide if they are hilariously perfect enough to keep or not. First question. How old were you when you first ate a popsicle? And he leans the microphone towards you.
Old enough to not remember.
He then looks out towards the audience of 2 and says, "What do we think about that, audience?" And then holds the microphone out.
It's probably true. I don't know. I haven't known him that long.
I think Vivien just looked confused.
Tough crowd today. What is one color you would banish from the rainbow? Hands you the microphone again.
Purple.
Would I be able?
What was that? What would you want to do, Vivien?
Would I be able to tell Kreg at least about the screen behind him?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Kreg then. Hey, do you see that thing over there?
I'm just gonna kind of brush her off, like, go sit down, you dang iPad baby.
Damn.
I'm trying to watch the show.
Oh. Just sadly go sit back down.
Vivian's distracted because there's no taxi cab underneath. Or what's that stupid game? Crazy Taxi?
Railroad Runners, or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, that one. That's the one.
And you know, the sad part is that would fit this setting. He asks another question and says, if you replaced each vowel in your name with oob, what would your name be? Mine, for example, would be Lubooberd Boobalaboob Oob Skaboobk, and then hands you the microphone.
Every vowel with oob?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he said?
Yep.
Oh, why'd I
When's the
do one?
sometimes why rule apply? Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that. Oh, why'd I do a name with an apostrophe? Moob Thoob did broob broob. Roob roob roob.
You see Vivien and Kreg, if you're paying attention to the screen flashes to a bunch of people watching this interview from outside, and there are crowds of people laughing, and you see like an emoji laughing face pop on the screen and start crying of laughter.
I'm gonna lean over to Vivien and be like, you see the screen back there? There's people watching them!
That's what I was trying to tell you! You won't listen to me!
Oh, my bad.
I'm just Will Kid.
Oh my gosh. The figure says, well, and as always, before we end our show for tonight, we have one final question. I know we're all having fun, but are you having fun? And then hands you the microphone again.
I'm not having fun.
We'll take it! Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight's show. We'll see you for the next one. And then you see the screen dies down, and he kind of like stretches his back a little bit and says, well, thank you for enjoying the show. Is Scooter with you at all? Do you know Scooter's here with you? Is he outside? Tries looking behind the door.
I have no idea who that is.
Who?
So you don't know Scooter then? Well, he peeked in about a week ago. He was an audience favorite here, but hasn't returned for his prize. And he did say he had some other rooms to try, but how lost can you get inside a hostel? Anyways, I may as well just give this to you. And he reaches into a pocket and pulls out like a comically large check and says, "For being a new fan favorite." And he like grabs you by the shoulder. Mathew tries to grab you by the shoulder to pull you in for like a mock photograph, even though there's no one taking a photo.
I'm just gonna let him.
And
I'm a smile and wave exactly where he is.
and you stand there, and he hands you this giant, comically sized check for 1 red ticket.
Nice.
And he says, well, you're more than welcome to stay here until the next show, but I need to go get my beauty rest. And you see him walk off stage, or seemingly off stage, and behind a curtain. Where, with you being on stage, Mathew, still, give me a perception check.
In case anyone's wondering what that like noise is in the background, that is my dog snoring. I apologize about that. She's just an old lady.
You're good.
Poor thing. You said perception?
Yes, please.
Okay. 16 for reasons.
You see this figure walk, quote-unquote, backstage. Backstage is just a corner of the room where he turns his back to you, stands there, and faces the wall.
Yep.
He's
Don't
Blair
like
Witching
that.
it.
Well,
That was something.
that sure was something. I don't know if it did something, but I don't know if I want to go mess with him again. What was that?
Yeah,
Did you know that you were live to the whole carnival?
you're like
he
famous
said
now.
that. He said that. Didn't he?
Did he?
Did he?
I mean, he did say that you were like a fan favorite, but I'm not sure if he necessarily said that there was like disclosed to you that people were watching directly. He may have implied it.
Well, that's fantastic. Just what we need. More attention in this place.
Yeah, I think he was oddly vague about it.
Well, next room.
That's kind of how everything in this place has been. Actually, you noticed that?
Yeah, the whole theme of this place is I don't make sense.
Yeah, everything's
someone-
like
Someone else gets to
It's
figure the
very
next
vague.
door, though.
As you walk up to this next door, you see the door is circular and is made of iron.
That's got to be the what kind? Like, literally just a circle of iron.
Yep, a circular shaped door made of iron.
Is there any like texture or pattern to it, or is it literally just like a giant ingot of iron?
I mean, it looks as like how one would expect a door to look. Is just, instead of rectangular, circular and iron instead of wood. So it's not just solid ingot of iron.
Okay. It's just a door made out of iron.
Yes.
Got it.
Are there any openings on this door?
There do not appear to be, nor do there appear to be any door knobs.
What'd you say the helmet was?
A gray space helmet.
Gray space helmet. Okay.
I'm gonna grab the gray space helmet and set it on Vivien's head.
Hey!
As you do so, a green beam of light emanates from the door, seemingly scans Vivien, and the door, with a whoosh of air, opens up as you hear a voice say, "Declownification completed. Full fun throttles engaged. Helmets may be removed."
I assume the door opens.
And the door does unlock and open.
Huh. Is that water?
It is a
Or is it like
it is
space?
galaxies and stars depicted all around the room.
Is it like obviously a painting, or is this like more of like an illusion, or like some stronger magic?
You can give me an arcana if you want.
I'll do that.
Like the fish tank.
Never mind.
So the walls,
Craig's super smart.
the walls, floors, and ceilings are all painted with stars and galaxies, but you do also see some what you could possibly make out as arcane illusions forming constellations within the sky of this place. And as you kind of peek your head in, Kreg, to get a better look at it, you feel like as you kind of dip into the room from outside in the hallway, you feel less weighed down in the room than you do in the hallway.
It seems safe enough, and I'm just gonna go on inside.
You go inside, and you can feel yourself begin to float. The two of you outside begin to see Kreg float as he steps in.
Whoa!
If I like,
Someone grab me! Someone grab me!
if I like hold on to the door, like right there, can I reach out and grab him, like by the leg?
Yeah, I'll say he's still close enough that you can just grab him if you act quickly.
Yeah.
And as you go in and you're holding one edge of the door, you do feel yourself float as well.
As I'm doing that, I'm just gonna look up to see if there's like some kind of danger at the top of the ceiling.
Sure, give me a perception. You notice, just in time before it would get a surprise on you, amongst the constellations are floating pieces of popcorn. However, you look at it and you go, huh, someone dropped their popcorn. But then you notice the popcorn begin moving separately of the anti-gravity. And as it begins closing in on Kreg, you notice, oh crap, that popcorn has teeth! And it starts coming at you to attack. And we're going to roll...
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
See, where's my... Alright, whatever. We're gonna throw on the turn order here. As the... That's not what I wanted.
Oh no! I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be right back.
Dang it. As my... Where's my... Popcorn swarm? Let me put on some battle music. As my popcorn swarm gets ready to attack, Vivien, you're up first.
Oh. Where am I at? Oh, I'm right there.
Yeah, help me! I haven't even got to
man,
try
I'm
popcorn before. I don't want to get eaten by it.
I'm back.
I don't even think I can hit the popcorn monster. I guess I'll just try to. I don't know if I can even reach Kreg. I'm so small.
You could go inside
You
if
can
you
reach
wanted.
me.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, you can also grab me.
Like when we're in the room, can we like bounce around like gravity like that, or are we just straight up floating?
Oh no, you can still move around.
Okay.
Just when you're inside, you do begin to float instead of
Oh,
like
okay.
being stable on the ground.
Okay, I guess I'll kind of walk in the room, I guess. I don't know how far I can move, but
That's your speed on the character sheet's about 30, which I'm not sure
Oh.
if the thing's like lined up, but
It's
I'm
not,
sure
but
I'll say
from
if you go too far.
here, yeah. You can get to the swarm if you wanted to try and attack it.
what's my weapon? It's a quarterstaff. Yeah, I'll try to.
All right.
How big is this popcorn?
I mean, it's popcorn sized. It's just a medium sized swarm of popcorn.
Ah,
So you can get up to the popcorn to attack it.
Do I just hit the 1d8 bludgeoning right next to the quarterstaff, or?
No. Click on the word quarterstaff.
Oh, okay. 1 or 2?
Do you want to use 2 hands or you want to use 1 hand?
Oh, I'll use 2 hands. Okay, sorry.
hey,
My bad.
phrasing.
A 3 will unfortunately miss.
Sad times.
As maybe the gravity, you float too high and you're unable to attack it. And if that is all,
Yep.
Kreg.
I'll move up and attack as well with my sword.
Yep. That hits all right. So 12 points of damage. Because we add the maximum of the die, and then we add your roll.
Oh, I see. You're right.
Actually, that'd be 13 points then. Alright. That is all, my good sir.
Yes, sir.
Mathew.
I place 1 card face down in defense position and end my turn.
Alright, I will float my happy ass over here and attack him with my sword.
Okay.
Is this regular flanking?
I'll give you flanking, yeah. This can be
Okay.
considered flanking.
So advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer the advantage over the +2. Oh my god!
Did not roll the damage.
And that's why I prefer the advantage over the +2. That math looks
Wait.
wrong.
No, why isn't it?
Because that says you rolled a 0.
Oh, wait, what the heck? Oh, this sword must be broken. What the hell is a short sword damage? Is it a d6?
I believe so.
Just do it by hand,
Yep,
I guess.
1d6.
+3.
So 4 + 3, and then it's a crit, so we add another 6 on top of that.
Yeah.
Alright, you are cutting this popcorn swarm down to size.
I'm just... Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh, whatever. Okay, I end my turn.
Okay. The popcorn swarm The popcorn swarm is going to try and swarm onto Kreg and Mathew. And I need both of you... Actually, no, it's going to try and swarm on Kreg. That's what it can do. Kreg, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. A 10 is not enough as you feel your feet begin getting nibbled on.
My dogs!
And you feel this piercing damage overtake you as this burning sensation hits you as well. You're going to take 6 points of damage, 3 of that being piercing, 3 of it being acid.
My dogs!
And we're back to Vivien.
Okay, I guess I'll just try to hit it again.
Alright. 15 hits. Now just click on the word quarterstaff in the chat.
Okay.
Alright, 5 bludgeoning. Alright. Kreg.
Yeah, I'm gonna use second wind.
Alright, bonus action, second wind.
And that's a D10, yeah.
A D10 plus your fighter level, which is just 1. Oh,
That's tough. That's tough.
Oh no.
That is tough.
2 hit points. You still have your action.
Yeah. Do I have any potions or anything like that? No, I don't think so. I don't have any way to heal myself, so...
You can just try and kill it.
Yeah, let's swing at it again with my 3 hit points.
That will hit. 6 points of slashing. Okay. It is looking very hurt. Can Mathew finish the job?
Let's kill it, please kill it, please kill it!
Yep, I'm gonna just do that same thing again. Alright.
Hits.
Oh, +3.
So 4 points of damage. The swarm is still swarming.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh no, I don't know if I have any bonus actions.
Do you
my
have
dogs,
anything?
my dogs.
Oh. Oh no.
It is going to try... it's gonna try and give me a wisdom saving throw, Kreg. You feel this violent urge to start eating the popcorn. And on your next turn, you have to spend your entire turn falling prone and using your action to eat the popcorn.
My action?
Yep. Unless Vivien can kill it.
Oh, that popcorn's gonna start eating him inside out.
Right. Oh my gosh. Let's try the same thing that I did.
You smack it,
Yes.
and you are able to obliterate and smash the popcorn swarm. And
Yay.
suddenly, Kreg, this feeling of violent hunger goes away.
What the
Does anything
heck
else
was
happen
that?
in the room?
Yes, actually. As the popcorn swarm dies and, the dead pieces of popcorn begin floating within this space, you noticed amid the constellations they begin spelling something out. A name that you have already heard. The constellations spell out the name Scooter.
I think we have to go find Scooter.
Yeah, definitely gotta go find Scooter.
I've never even heard of this Scooter guy before.
Or the chances he's that absolute batshit guy that turns out wasn't actually batshit guy
Mm.
at the park entrance.
Yeah. He did say to find him here. And we are looking for someone.
Oh, that is true. Alright, I'm gonna start swimming.
Y'all got any heals? Y'all got
back
any
to the
heals?
door.
I'm hurting.
I have nothing to heal.
Oh, I have a spell. Cure wounds. I just click on it, right?
Should. No, I guess not. So roll 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which if you're... Let's see... is wisdom, so roll 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. Where'd the dice at? A D8. And then plus 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's 5 healing to Kreg.
Thank you.
Not bad.
And as you guys leave the room and, are pondering whose Scooter is, you guys hear that, disembodied yell once again shout out, "Oh, this isn't funny anymore! Wait, don't tell Heckna I said that! Just get me out of here!" As it flies by, steamingly out of the walls. As you close the door behind you.
Something tells me that was Scooter. I have a sinking suspicion.
Could always ask the map if he knows this Scooter guy.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in who this Fucklechuck is.
I was about to say, do you think he's guarding the door? Where that voice is coming from?
We
What's
were
he
told
look
we
like?
could go in any doors, so who's gonna stop us?
I mean, this guy, potentially.
We have permission from the owner, manager, whoever that person was.
At the end there, you notice a machine of some sort. It looks like like one of those, I don't know how to describe it, actually. It looks like a vending machine, but there's no innards showing objects. And it's kind of like spitting, sparks every now and then. It definitely seems broken or on the fritz. Every now and then you see it, spit out a red token, and then whatever machinery inside of it pulls it back in.
Can I go up to it and like try to snatch the token?
Sure.
Like you
Give
said,
me-
it like pops it out for a second, then sucks
Mhm.
it back in. I just want to like next time it comes out, I just want to try to snatch it.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh,
You go to grab it, it's way too quick.
Does it look fixable?
No, you notice that it has been destroyed. There's a hole in the wall where it crashed through, as well as the top of it. The cracked top of it has been stuffed with candy wrappers and rubbish, as if it were a garbage can. And you hear this mechanical voice pipe up as you get closer to it that says, five tickets, please."
Can I try to snatch its tickets?
You can do a sleight of hand. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It repeats the same thing.
Dang it.
Five tickets, please.
you know,
I ain't giving this busted machine my tickets.
we're in a world of impossibility. I want to see what happens. And I'll give it 5 tickets.
All right, mark off 5 tickets. As you feed the
You
machine.
said I get 1 second. You said I get 2 back, right? You said that in
Yes.
Discord.
Um,
Okay, so I'm just going to.
so if you
I
feed
mean,
it your 5
statistically speaking,
tickets, and it takes a moment, and you think it's not going to do anything, and you think it just stole your tickets, but then it spits out from a little, like vending machine port, spits out 3 red tickets and a potion of healing as a red flashing error sign appears on its face.
A potion of healing and what?
A potion of healing and 3 red tickets.
Oh, nice.
So you really only spent like 2 tickets.
Yep.
Well, I'll be.
Does the hole in the wall where he came through go into that next room?
The hole in the wall is at the end here. So it looked like it crashed through and then was either moved
Oh,
or
okay.
rolled to this little section. And
Oh, okay.
if you examine the door here, that this machine is next to, this door is painted with bright primary colors and decorated with streamers. And there is a balloon made from light bulbs in the center of the door. Being this one.
I'm gonna grab the noisemaker and yell, "Happy birthday! Happy birthday!"
Roll me a constitution check.
Oh boy.
You shake the rattler, and you see you are loud enough where all of the lights on the door light up in the balloon, and you hear a door unlocking. Do you open the door and walk in?
Yeah, I'll push the door open. After the last room, I'm hesitant, even more hesitant about walking into rooms. I'll push the door open.
You push the door open, and you see a group of people with their back turns to you, whispering to one another. It is very easy to tell that they seem to be preparing some sort of surprise for someone.
I'll very easily step into the room.
I'm imagining them like the first time you see the vampires in I Am Legend when they're just kind of penguining and like panting together.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're doing that weird, creepy shoulder shake.
Kreg, roll
I'm
me.
actually gonna-
Oh, yep.
I'm actually going to take that potion of healing
Sure.
because I am kind of hurt. What's a? Is that a D6?
I believe it is 2d4.
Yeah, that's right.
Potion-
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2, but I think that gets you where you need to be anyways.
Yeah.
Kreg, can you give me a stealth check if you're trying not to get noticed by them? Unless you want to be noticed. Let me look at... Yeah, okay. As you walk in, you step on a balloon and hear it pop as the figures turn around with this giant birthday cake that's covered in candles. And oh my god, I love the made-up language they made for this. I can't believe I'm about to sing this. To the tune of Happy Birthday, this is so bad. To the tune of Happy Birthday, they begin singing to you, in a weird language that you have no clue what they're... You know what they're saying, but you have no clue what they're saying. As they sing, Smorky porg buna vor you, Smorky porg buna vor you, Smorky porg buna nice scooter, Smorky porg buna vor you.
Happy birthday to Scooter!
You just yell that?
Yeah, I assume that's what they were saying. That I understood Scooter, and that was happy birthday. Whoa.
They kind of look around and look at your group and say, "Are none of you Scooter?"
Without responding, I'm just gonna walk back out and shut the door.
I'm Scooter.
Oh.
Oh, the main guy here in the center, presents a cake and then says, "Well, happy birthday."
Insight check.
Sure.
With my neck. Wait.
Every instinct I have is telling me to leave, but I'm curious.
Yes, and I'm choosing to ignore it.
What are you trying to gleam?
Just like if his attitude is genuine, like if he's genuinely happy that he thinks it's my birthday, or if it's a ruse,
We about to get jumped.
a clever ploy.
There is definitely excitement within this room. They all seem excited to be celebrating this birthday. And they now seem even more excited to be celebrating it with you, Scooter.
Yeah.
Is he
happy
handing
birthday,
me like
Scooter.
an entire cake? Like, is he handing me an entire cake, or is he like presenting it so I can blow out candles or some shit, or is it a small piece? What's happening
He
here?
is presenting this platter with a giant cake on it that is absolutely covered from head to toe in candles.
Okay, I'll blow him out.
All right, you blow them out as they all kind of stand there like, oh, what'd you wish for? What'd you wish for?
Are they actually asking me that?
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you my wish, or it won't come true.
You see two of the revelers, two of the partygoers, like, whisper to each other, like, oh, he's got a point. As the main guy in the middle, gets ready to sit the cake down and says, well, everyone, get yourself a slice! We have a birthday to celebrate!
gonna intentionally let a few of the revelers go before me.
Sure. And
Like I'm just gonna drag my feet just a little bit.
they do so. They get their slices of the cake, and you're able to watch them begin eating.
Oh, same question I asked you earlier.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I'll go up and get 2 pieces, and I'll hand one to Vivien and Kreg, and then I'll go back. I'll go back to myself. Get myself one.
All right, you guys are able to walk in and start eating the cake, and it's a decent cake. I mean, with all the candles on it, with how messy it was, you do have to kind of like scrape off some of the candle wax. But
What kind of cake
That's
is
a
it?
delicacy in hobgoblin culture.
Yeah, what flavor cake is it?
you guys
I'll take your candle wax if you don't want it.
you guys just hear the crunch of candle wax. It's a very like basic vanilla cake, like like the vanilla box cake.
Damn, my birthday wish was for it to be chocolate.
If you say that,
come true,
if you say that out loud, like all of them kind of go, oh, like this disappointed. You do hear one of the others do pipe up and say, well, at least we still have cake. It's still cake.
the cake.
It's a great cake, everyone. Thank you so much.
The main guy says, oh, it's good to celebrate this finally with you, Scooter.
Yes, finally. How long have you been waiting exactly?
Guy in the middle looks to the others, looks left, looks right, thinks, oh, we've been showing up here, getting the party ready for every couple of nights now, hoping you would finally show up and remember that it was time to celebrate.
And it's always a good time to celebrate. Right now is always a time to celebrate.
Of course it is. It's always a wonderful time to celebrate a birthday. As they take, more, forks full of cake.
Is the cake actually, like, shrinking in size as they eat it? Or is this one of those weird, they're just going to keep eating and become, like, blob monstrosities?
It is actually shrinking in size. Like, pieces are actually being removed, but it's also, like...
Okay.
It's nearly the size of, like, one of those multi-tiered wedding cakes. So...
Oh, jeez.
They're gonna be here for a while. But slices are actually being removed. Like, despite how terrifying or odd or creepy the room's vibes might give you, especially with the grouping of people, the room feels oddly, like, actually celebratory. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything that gives off, we're gonna die in this room.
Are there, I don't ask this out loud, are there any, like, gifts or something?
Do you want to give me a
like
perception?
Yeah.
16.
That's a crit. For a feature.
Ah. You don't see any... You don't see any, like, presents or wrapped gifts in the room. You do notice that, underneath the bed in the corner...
Psych, it wasn't a crit.
Underneath the
I
bed
had
in the
perception and
corner...
investigation swapped.
Underneath the bed in the corner, tucked amongst some of the balloons, you notice this larger shaped balloon. Like, it's kind of distorted as to having been shoved under the bed. And it holds the face of the jester that you've met earlier in the night. It's the face of Heckna. While all the other balloons are, just regular balloons, red, blue, whatever color balloons, this one stands out to you as being different and deliberately shoved back there.
Tell you what, guys, for all this excitement, it's a real shame that Heckna couldn't be here.
The jawbreaker in front of you, between forkful of cake goes, "Oh, don't worry, Heckna's everywhere. He has eyes everywhere. I'm sure he's celebrating with us now."
True enough. Well, this was amazing, everyone. You really didn't have to. I think I'm going to go... I think it's time I went and met up with my other friends so that everyone gets a chance to celebrate. Don't you think?
Well, happy birthday, Scooter. Why don't you take a piece of cake for the way? And he'll hand you a plate.
Oh, thank you so much. And I start walking out.
Okay, they don't make notion to stop you. Rather, the jawbreaker kind of signals to the others to join in for more cake. And I have a question, Vivien. Do you do the kid thing? Is your face covered in cake?
Yes. But I can't taste it.
Yeah.
I just like to pretend to eat cake.
Oh.
That's tragic.
Well, that was weird.
Very.
And alarmingly unimpressive.
Very average cake.
Yeah, like nothing really happened.
I was honestly expecting them to jump us. That's why I kind of just dipped out. I got
expecting
scared.
the balloons to turn into blobs and swallow us whole and steal our air.
I was
Anyway,
just expecting to get jumped by 5 guys when I walked in there.
I guess
that was the
Surely
noisemaker that opened that?
That was the noisemaker. You've used the noisemaker, the helmet, and the tickets so far. Are you guys looking at this other door?
Yeah.
This door is made of mahogany, and carved in it is an intricate geometric pattern of a snake.
The garter snake!
Let's chop down the tree. Oh, yeah, the snake.
I'm gonna grab
I'm
the
just-
snake and... I don't know, is there anywhere for me to put the snake? Or...
You just hold it up to it.
Yeah, I'll just hold the snake up to the door.
You
Feel
hold the
it out,
snake
see
up
what
to
the
the
snake
door,
does.
and it slithers out of your hand and into the pattern. And as it travels, over your fingers and onto the door and into the pattern of the door, you notice it travels through the pattern and through a hole in the top left corner of the door, and then after a moment, you hear the door unlatch.
Cake-covered kids first.
Push the door open.
You push the door open, and the snake comes slithering back out into the hallway.
With the angle I'm at, do I see what the hell this thing is?
Oh yes. Inside this room you see and you can immediately feel it. It is a small and humid jungle. You notice that there are hammocks on several of the trees, and there is a trickling creek that bisects the room as you hear birds and insects chirp loudly. You see among the trees are 2 monkeys lazily lounging. However, the monkeys have multiple arms and look like amalgamations. You notice one of them down here, if you can see that one. I'll move so you can see him. Is wearing a fluffy sweater with Heckna's animated face knitted into it.
Anyone have any ideas? Because I have an idea.
Yep. As I shut the door.
I mean, that is a thing we can do.
That monkey just kind of looks scary. Just look at it.
That doesn't mean he's actually scary.
Yeah, maybe they just need a friend. And I walk in and I just like hold the piece of cake up.
I brought cake.
Yeah,
You
literally.
hold the piece of cake up, and something interesting happens. Something unexpected happens as you hold it up towards the monkeys.
Oh.
You see, sitting atop a tree branch in the distant canopy above you, is a pale pink owl. Its pastel coloring at odds with the deep verdant jungle. The white feathers on top of its head swirl like a dollop of whipped cream, with a dark red tuft forming the cherry on top. It hoots 3 times, then opens its beak to cough up a mass of partially digested owl pellets. You notice the pellets contain red and white striped mouse bones, and tufts of bright green fur, as if mice made from sugar were swallowed whole by the owl. You also notice the pellets exude a sickly sweet minty smell as the owl swoops down, lands on the edge of the plate, and instead begins to eat the cake.
Oh.
Well, I'll be.
I'm gonna gently set the cake down
Mm-hmm.
and go over to the hammock and see what's in it. Or if there's anything like around it.
Sure, give me an investigation.
This is what I have advantage on.
Oh, I also have speak with animals.
Ooh. You can... I think that's a ritual cast. I think you can take 10 minutes to cast that if you want. You investigate the hammock, Matthew. Nothing seems out of the ordinary other than it looks like a very cozy hammock. Other than maybe the concern of the 2 monkey amalgamations and Heckna watching you, you could probably get a nice rest in this thing.
My dogs are killing me. You gotta let me lay down.
I mean, you can lay down.
Oh,
Here, I'll help you get in. And
yeah.
I'll spread it open and hold it.
This is nice. And I'm just gonna kick back while they enjoy the room. It's like it was made for me.
And if nothing immediately happens, I'm just gonna walk up and see if there's anything weird about the water.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'm sorry.
I'll include that with your investigation check you rolled.
Okay.
Nothing seems odd about the water, other than the fact that it is seemingly coming from nowhere and sustaining itself from nowhere. Like, it is a current and an active river or creek. Flowing is the word I was looking for.
Without going further in, is there anything else that I can see? Are the monkeys just like ignoring us?
Yeah, they've noticed you, and they have been watching you, but they do not seem to take much care. They still seem to be just lazily lounging.
Well, what did Vivien actually cast something?
Vivien, are you wanting to cast Speak with Animals?
Yeah.
Alright, so you can take the time to ritually cast it. Who you want to talk to? You have the owl right next to you eating some cake.
Yeah, I'll probably just talk to the owl just standing next to us. Or, yeah. Yeah.
What do you say?
I didn't get that far.
Happens to the best of us.
I guess I'll ask him if it knows who Scooter is or where Scooter is.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Let me consult my notes. One moment.
This guy's been missing for a couple of days. Seems like.
Now you can just imagine that snoring in the background's Kreg.
Mm.
Because he's asleep at this point.
Let's see here. The owl, in between bites of cake, looks at you with a interesting look on its face and says, I don't know anything about a scooter, but perhaps they were the guest in the room that I'm meant to belong to. If you could bring me back to my home, I would greatly appreciate it.
Where's your home at?
It is here in the hostel, but it is not this room. I think I may have heard travelers once call it the Sweet Suite.
Yeah, I can take you back to your room.
Oh, that is just wonderful. And if you have more goodies like this, I would greatly enjoy them. As it takes another bite of the cake.
Wait, who said this? The monkey or the...
This is the owl talking to Vivien.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna look at Mathew and tell him that we're gonna help this owl find its room.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then he doesn't know who Scooter is. He's gonna say everything he told me.
Mm.
Is there something else I should ask it? Or that we should need to?
maybe how it got here, if this isn't its room? Why it doesn't just go back?
Yeah, how did you get in this room? If this one isn't yours.
Well, my door opened. I flew through it. And when I turned around to fly back after realizing the mistake I made, my door was gone. And so I flew around until I found another open door that I could enter.
I'm just gonna repeat that back to Matthew. Well, is there anything else we need to do in this room? Is there,
New mission objective. Wake up, Kreg.
wake up, Kreg. Start slingshotting rocks at his face.
Do you actually?
Take your slingshot, go underneath of him, and just pull it back
whack
right
him
into
with
his
it.
right
Yes.
into his butt cheek.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Kreg, I'm not even gonna ask for a save. You wake up to the feel of a sharp pain on your behind.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, it's
Wait.
time to go.
Because I
Wakey,
do like
wakey.
that Looney Tunes jump
Yeah,
up
like
into
the-
the air where I like sling out of
The
the
Tom and
of the
Jerry.
hammock. yeah, the Tom and Jerry out of the hammock. I'm awake!
Go. We're escorting an owl now. Oh, hey, can you ask him what's up with the monkeys?
Oh yeah, what are those monkeys doing over there?
They better be his gym partner.
I think, like me with my room, they are natives to this place. Although, I can't seem to have conversations with them. They do not seem very for having a wise conversation like you are, my friend. And they flutter off the plate and land on your shoulder, Vivien.
Can I also talk to the monkeys, or am I just talking to the owl right now?
If you turn and try talking to the monkeys, they
just gonna
do
ignore
not
it.
seem to respond back.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a rude monkey. Let's get out of here.
A rude monkey would have thrown their poop at us by now.
Alright, well, that was the last room. Is there
Can
anything
we
else
check
interesting?
out this hole in the wall over here?
I think that's a light.
Well, he said that there was like a hole in the wall from where the robot got like thrown through.
Yes, this is also a staircase that leads upwards.
Is the hole down here upstairs?
The hole is right here. You see that it has been patched back up very poorly. Like, you know, someone just threw some plaster on it and called it a day. It very clearly goes back outside and into the Revelia. Like, you can see
Maybe this is the door the axe opens.
because
isn't it just
it's
like-
funny. Yeah, because it's funny. Just as Kreg says that, Vivien and Mathew. Yeah, this is just a hole to the outside. But yeah, continue, Vivien. Sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, isn't it just a hole that goes outside?
Yeah, I knew that. I was seeing if you were paying attention.
Sure.
Let's keep going.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go up them stairs.
Alright, everyone's going upstairs.
Yep.
Time for some teleportation
Meow.
over here.
Whoa!
And as you guys head up the stairs and to the second floor of
Ooh.
the Yes.
So everyone else has like referenced the layout of this place changing. As we go up these stairs, do I feel like anything different about the layout of the place? Like, does anything feel like it changes when I go up these stairs?
Give me a perception check, Kreg. I think that answers your question.
Nope.
Other
Business
than
as usual,
maybe,
then.
other than maybe the building feeling a little more crooked, because you do remember this place is built on kind of a slant, so it does feel more crooked. But it doesn't feel like anything shifted other than your footfalls.
Okay.
And as you head upstairs and into this new hallway, of the hostel, I do think we will call it a little bit early, just so that we can have the rest of the party with us when we get a chance to
progress the plot.
Yes, and investigate the rest of the hostel. But for now, this has been a blast. Exploring
that was fun.
the hostel, experiencing many of the people within. So thank you for joining me, and we will certainly see what happens in the next one.